So right now I'm standing at a resort uh, where the former Ukrainian President Yanukovych resided for about 10 years. This is a prime example of widespread corruption in Ukraine. And after he fled to Russia in 2014, after that revolution in Ukraine, and the Ukrainian current government made it as like a museum. They call it as a museum of corruption, just to show the outside world or to their own people how much money the Yanukovych guy, I mean, he kind of stole or he misappropriately spent it over here. So here, this complex, first of all, in Soviet Union time, this was a village, and Yanukovych made one resort out of like this, I mean, out of that village. And there I noticed like there were like 2 golf courses, and what I heard is like he played golf only for 1 day in 10 years. But you can imagine like how much money they spent for the maintenance of the golf course. And this was his personal lake. It is a man-made lake, and he used to jog in the morning by the lakeside road. Here is the lakeside road. This is a pretty scenic lake though, and this ship-like infrastructure, this is a restaurant plus casino. I'm not sure the what he was doing with the restaurants, where I mean, this is like his own residence. I don't know what he was doing with the restaurants. It's kind of like a weird wish probably that he had, that he will have a restaurant like infrastructure inside his own residence and a casino. So for this restaurant, on the left hand side we are seeing some log cabins. Those are the kitchens for this restaurant. So here we see the restaurant. This restaurant is now it's not operating now, it's closed. But you see like how luxurious the restaurant was. And this waterway is kind of like it's actually the river Dnipro. So these residents is by the bank of river Dnipro. And I haven't yet even well, I have seen the main residential complex where he was residing, and it's a huge complex. I mean, I think there might be like hundreds of rooms inside that complex. And I have seen his garage where he had a special collection of cars. I mean, and there were pretty expensive cars in there, like Porsche, Mercedes, BMW, Audi, what else? I mean, and what not. He had probably the collection of most expensive brand cars. And and I have also seen also, by the way, like that the total area of this whole complex is around 114 acres, which is like around 2 kilometers in one way. And people say that it takes around like 2 days if you want to walk around this complex. So you can guess like how big this whole area is. So yeah, I mean, he fled to Russia, but this still remains to be an example of uh, how people can misappropriately use their power to kind of like become so much of uh, like greedy and corrupted politicians. So I'll stop the video now, and I'll see what is there on the other end of this complex or so. Thank you.